Hello. There is lots of push moving us in a pro-environmental direction, but why are we not adopting this? What's happening? How is the conversation happening? And what we're noticing is people are seeing it as more work rather than a way to integrate into our lives. So how do we change the script? What we've tried to do is look at a lens of well-being and health to bring people in and make it a little juicier. This is where we talk about how we take care of ourselves and then bring in the sustainability application. Enter EcoLiving Lab. It is a separate environment of immersion and experiential application of living in an environment. There's lots of data on how we are doing well-being at the workplace and more productive, but there is little on how we restore and replenish ourselves at home. So what do? We start to come up against limitations of things that we can do daily and see if we can maybe move the needle just a little bit. Starting with sleep, what are we sleeping in? Our sheets, how are we cleaning our sheets? What are we lying on? What are we allowing next to our head for 8, hopefully, hours? We think about food. How are we bringing ourselves into the food cycle? And what can we do to make these small changes happen? Then we talk about cleaning. How are we cleaning these sheets? What are we doing in these limitations to understand how we can make these small changes and adopt them into our restoration and respite application? We want to think about EcoLiving Lab as an opportunity for short and long-term people to kind of test things out, be experimental, and find out what works for you, because it's not the same for every single person. Kind of like a vegan restaurant. You want to think about a vegan restaurant, you think, I want to go to a great restaurant that just happens to be vegan. At EcoLiving Lab, you're going to have a great stay in something that's really almost luxurious because you're sleeping well, you're protecting your food, you're thinking about your cleaning opportunities, and it just happens to be sustainable. We slide it in on the backside. So it's a dose of well-being with a little bit of sustainability for you to understand what your recipe for success is that helps you adopt what might become something you use for the rest of your time moving forward. Those little changes of the needle that you come up against daily might be bigger changes of the needle for tomorrow. Thank you.